Come to mountain prayer. Breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Lift all 10 toes, separate them and then plant them. Lift the inner arches of the feet. And then lift up through the kneecaps without locking the knee joints, so the knees are soft. Turn the inner thighs inward. The legs are solid like a mountain. Pull in and up on the pelvic floor. Imagine the ribs pulling back toward the spine. And open the heart. Shoulders down and back and chest open. Feel the length of the spine from the tailbone along each vertebra between the shoulder blades, along the back of the neck and out through the crown of the head. Feel yourself solidly connected to the earth and lifted up toward the light. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold forward, knees soft, crown of the head down toward the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. One more time as we lengthen the spine, shoulder blades onto the back, and exhale, fold. Allow the arms to hang down, head to hang down. And then just shake the head from side to side and slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Take your time, another 4 counts. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take hold of the left wrist. Look under the left arm and press into the left foot. Nice long stretch. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Take a little back bend and exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Alternatively, have the hands apart. Inhale, looking up and back, and exhale, fold forward, either just reaching the arms apart, backward and overhead, or with the fingers interlaced. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, and exhale, fold forward. This time inhale all the way up. Take your time, little back bend, and exhale, hands to prayer. Let's take the hands to the hips and take the left knee up toward the sky. Flexing the foot, we'll reach that foot back. We'll find warrior 3. So find a drishti, a focal point with the eyes, and then we can bring the hands either to prayer at the heart center or out to the sides for balance. Holding our warrior 3, keep rotating the back, toe and knee to face the mat. Take a couple more deep breaths, long from the crown of the head to the heel. Flex a supporting knee and bring that left knee back up and through, holding onto the knee. Let's take the arms out to the side and place that left ankle above the right knee as we sink down, coming to standing pigeon. Option to bring the elbows to the instep and knee. And then slowly come back to stand. Mountain prayer. Take a couple deep breaths in. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Bring the right knee in toward the chest. And then send that leg backward to warrior 3. Find your balance, either taking the arms out to the side or hands in prayer. Keep rotating the right hip downward. Reach long through the heel. Reach long through the crown of the head. Feel the strength of the posture and retain your balance. If you lose balance, remembering that this is yoga practice, just keep practicing. One more deep breath, and then slowly bring that back knee through. And take hold of the knee. And then bring the hands to prayer. Place the right ankle above the left knee as we sink down to standing pigeon. Option to bring the elbows to the instep and knee. And then slowly back to mountain prayer. Deep breaths. Take another deep breath in, reach the arms overhead, little back bend. And as we exhale, step the left foot back. We'll come to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Turn the back toes inward slightly and align the back knee with the hip and ankle. Slight internal rotation of the back leg as we send the hips backward. Reach the front arm forward as long as you can, and then rotate, reaching the bottom arm down, top arm up, looking up if you can. Rotate from the navel center and reach long from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Slowly take the top arm overhead toward the front and around. We'll take 3 rotations through the shoulder joint. So we're loosening up through that joint, pull the belly in and keep rotating so we make that beautiful long line. After one more rotation, we'll bring the top hand to the hip. Looking down, we flex the front knee, find your balance and come to half moon pose. Just for 3 breaths, option to take the top arm up. One more deep breath, then flex a supporting knee, and we'll step to the center. Facing forward, turn the knees out, toes out, goddess pose. Flex the knees down, flex through the hips, so we come to a plie squat, goddess pose. Knees in line with the second toe. Let's straighten the knees, reach the arms up, inhale, exhale, hands behind the head, inhale up, exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart center, inhale up, exhale, hands behind the head, inhale up, and exhale, we bring the toes in if the ankles allow, and bring the hands down. Align the hands directly underneath the shoulders and then pull the hands back toward the legs. Long spine, long neck. Let's bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Extend the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, other side. And exhale down. We can hold here. Walk the hands underneath the legs, reaching the crown of the head toward the mat. Keep the knees soft. Keep the toes relaxed. And reach the sitting bones up to the sky and enjoy the inversion, blood flowing to the heart and the head. Take a couple more deep breaths, keeping the hamstring attachment safe. Enjoy the posture. And then let's walk the hands forward. Flex the knees, turn the toes out slightly. And let's bring the hands up so we take the arms out to the sides. And we'll just swivel around to the other side, coming to triangle pose. Set your posture, front leg slightly externally rotated, shoulders down. Send the hips back, Front arm reaching forward as far as you can, and then reaching down and reaching up. Reaching long through the spine. Knees are soft. Lift the inner arches of the feet and press into the big toes. Let's take that top arm forward and around. 3 rotations through the shoulder joint. Take your time. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. After 3 rotations, take the top hand to the hip. Looking down, we flex the front knee. We'll take our time to come to half moon pose. If possible, lift the top hand up to the sky. Only 3 breaths. Top knee and toe face the side. 1 more deep breath. Let's flex the supporting knee and soft as a feather, step back down on the back foot and bring the hands to prayer. Turn the toes in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Option either hands on the hips, holding opposite elbows. Reverse prayer, or link the hands as we fold forward and drop the arms overhead. Crown of the head toward the mat. Deep breaths. To protect the hamstring attachment, lift the kneecaps upwards subtly without locking the knee joint, and pull the sitting bones down toward the backs of the knees, so we make a little brace for the hamstrings. Deep breaths. Relax the hands down toward the mat. We'll take the left hand to the outside of the right leg anywhere and reach the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale up and exhale down. Let's come up halfway. Hands to the mat. Flex the knees. Let's bring the hands to the hips and come up all the way. They'll step to the front of the mat. Take a couple deep breaths. As much as possible, bring the senses inward. Find your sense of connection with the breath. Body, mind, and emotions. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. And exhale, we'll step back on leg. This time we'll come to warrior two. Just a little flow. Front hand palm reaches up, reach back. Peaceful warrior. Elbow to knee, side angle pose. Reach back. Peaceful warrior. Elbow to knee, side angle pose. Reach back. Peaceful warrior. And 1 more side angle pose. Option to stay up, or bring the front hand down in front or behind the foot and take a half bind with the top hand. Shoulder blade onto the back, looking up, possibly linking hands to elbows. 1 more deep breath. And then slowly come up, bring the arms out to the side. We'll swivel the feet, flex the front knee. Warrior two. Flip the palm in front, reach backward, peaceful warrior. Reach over, side angle pose. Reach backward, peaceful warrior. And side angle pose. One more time, peaceful warrior. And side angle pose. Bend nice and deeply through the front knee. Option to bring the front hand to the inside or outside of the front foot. Option to take a half bind or reach to opposite elbows. Relax the toes. Top shoulder blade onto the back. Slowly bring the hands to the hips. We'll come up and we'll step to the front or center of the mat. Bring the hands to prayer. Close the eyes, deep breaths. If you have any knee issues, you might want to come just to a half squat and then sit down with the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. You can sit on a block. Let's all come up onto the toes, find your balance, and then sink down into a squat. Tuck the pelvis under, tailbone under, and keep the knees behind the toes. So from here, you might need to come to seated, take your time, and take the knuckles to the mat, or we can come to a little squat. From here, if you're taking the squat, take the hands down, and take the feet hip distance apart. You can close the eyes and enjoy the posture. So either in your Varakanasana, butterfly pose, or in a squat. So whether you're in butterfly or in our squat, we'll reach the right elbow down to the mat and left elbow up to the sky, looking up. And then taking it to the other side. If you're in a squat, let's bring the hands or knuckles down and slowly come down. So we'll all come to a butterfly pose. Just for a moment. From the end of our mat, we'll send our left leg backwards, so either with a flexed knee or an extended leg. So work with your body. The front foot is pointed with the toe flexed. When you're ready, bring the left arm forward first and then the right as we sink to pigeon. Just for a few breaths. Your option is to have a cushion or block under the right thigh, or just have the back knee bent. So make sure that your knees feel safe and aligned. Ankle, knee, hip. Deep breaths. Just fall in on yourself. Enjoy the posture. Enjoy the opening in the front hip. If you're in this posture with a pigeon, you have the option to come up onto the hands. Either just take a little quadricep stretch or a variation of king pigeon, either just taking hold of the foot or wrapping the elbow and the foot. So nice deep breaths. Wherever you are in the posture, we'll release to the hands and bring the back leg, that left leg around. You place the foot on the outside of the front knee. Your bottom leg can be straight or bent. Take the left hand behind the back, close to the back, so we make a second spine. Reach the right arm up, inhale, and exhale, rotate toward the left. We can either hold the hand or take the elbow or take a bind. You choose. Shoulders down Now let's look over the back shoulder, long through the spine, hollow the belly, and imagine that little angel like a corkscrew, not wanting to break the cork, pulling you upward and just twisting gently to face the back. Deep breaths, washing ourselves out. One more deep breath. Let's gently release, face forward, and we'll take this left leg and holding either behind the thigh or the calf or the ankle, we'll work towards straightening that leg. Lengthen through the spine, elbows out to the side. And then we'll flex that knee and take the left leg behind. So we're in a deer posture. We'll take the left arm up, inhale, and exhale, reach over. So open the chest, open the shoulder, and then take the left arm across the cheek, around, and we'll take a little twist and reach backward, coming down again. And this time, if you like, come up onto the right knee and reach up and back, little back bend, and then come down. We'll bring that back leg around, so the left leg around, and either place the legs in fire logs, or if that's not within range, we'll just place the soles of the feet together. So either cross legs, knee on top of knee, or fire logs. The fleshy bits of the glutes are back. Reach both arms up, inhale. Exhale, we'll flex the right elbow. Either hold in the stretch, pressing the arm back, or reach behind, and we can use a strap or scarf or link the hands. So any variation of cow face pose, Gomukhasana. On the next exhale, either stay upright or fold forward. Just a couple of deep breaths still. Enjoy the opening in the hips. And then let's slowly release from the posture. Bring the knuckles to the mat. We're simply going to send that right leg back. So either flexed knee or extended, or with a block or pillow under the left thigh. We'll find the posture. And then slowly come down, reaching forward with the right arm first. So folding in on yourself in pigeon pose. We'll point the left foot but flex the toes, and a slight external rotation at the ankle. So we're making a solid base for that rotation at the hip and knee. Deep breaths. Enjoy the posture. You can simply stay here, or from the hands take a little quadricep stretch, or take hold of the foot for a deeper stretch, or we can bind. So you choose. Deep breaths. And then gently release. Take your time. We'll swing that right leg around and place the foot on the outside of the left knee. The left leg can be straight or bent. We'll make a second spine with the right arm. Reach the left arm up, inhale, and exhale, rotate. Just the hand or the elbow. Or we can take a bind, looking over the shoulder and backward. Again, hollow the belly, narrow the waist, and reach tall through the spine, breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Take one more deep breath, maybe twisting just a little more gently. And then we'll release and take the front leg, the right leg backward. A little bit of a deer pose. We'll reach over toward our left, maybe just the knuckle. And then inhale up. Exhale over to the other side. Bring the top arm across the cheek, reach long, coming down again, and just from the knuckle, maybe reach back, a little back bend. We'll come back down, nice and slowly, all the while nice and smooth, deep breaths. Bring that right leg, the back leg around. So either just the soles of the feet together, perfectly fine diamond shape, or knee on top of knee, or firelocks. Fleshy bit of the glutes backward. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, we'll keep the left elbow bent. Either stay here, ribs in, belly in, or we can use a scarf between the hands or link the hands. And then either stay here or on the next exhale, fold forward. Just a few deep breaths. Take your time, settle into the posture and adapt any way you want. If it's better for you to just have the hands in front of you, that's perfectly fine too. Let's gently come out of the posture. We'll simply take the knuckles down, cross the ankles, come onto our elbows and slide the legs back. Let's glue the legs together like a fishtail, so we have a little back bend, lift up out of the shoulders. Now if there's any issue with the back, your option will be just to be on the knees and elbows. And just take a little back bend. From here, let's come down, reach the arms forward. Lift the chest, lift the legs if you can. Shalabhasana, locust, reaching the arms back. Either just the thumbs inward, hands apart, or interlace the fingers. And let's lift a little higher. Now if you can, flex the knees, take hold of the ankles, and take a little back bend. Imagine the angel's got your nose and toes lifting you upward. And then slowly come down. Extend the legs and bring the elbows to the mat one more time. Let's link the hands either in prayer or interlacing the fingers. We'll bring the knees in just a little bit, and then a straight line from the knees to the hips to the shoulders. Press strongly out of the shoulders. You might just want to hold here, focusing on that solidity of the core, pulling the belly in, or tuck the toes, and then we're going to press up onto the feet and walk the feet into dolphin pose. Allow the crown of the head to relax down. Take the chin toward the thumbs and then the head between the arms. 3 times, just working on that strength of the shoulders and the core. And a lovely stretch through the body. The last one, we'll bring the knees down. We'll come up onto the knees and come to seated or from the knees. So either from seated or from the knees, we'll bring the knuckles back toward the mat and then lift the hips upward. If possible, drop the head back. So easy camel. And then drop the hips. We'll bring the knuckles forward, cross the ankles, come to seated, and extend the legs forward. Extend the arms forward. Slowly tuck the tail, and we'll come to a supine position. Using core strength to lie down, take the arms overhead, take a deep breath in, reaching from the fingers to the toes. And then bring the hands next to the hips. We'll bring the right knee into the chest, give yourself a nice big hug. And then we'll draw that right knee across the body toward the left. Take the right arm to the right, the head to the right, and the left hip slightly under, left shoulder slightly out. Option to extend the top leg. Option to flex the bottom knee. So, beautiful twist and reach long with the top leg out of the hip. Deep breaths. Gently come back to the center. We'll extend the bottom leg and extend the top leg. So you've got a little hamstring stretch. You can hold below or above the knee or at the ankle. Elbows to the side. We'll flex that top knee. Flex the bottom knee. Place the right ankle above the left knee and either just press the leg away or hold behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin for our supine pigeon. Last little stretch, lower back, outer hip, and then gently release. So we extend the right leg on the mat, bring the left knee into the chest, and then draw that left knee across the body to the right, left arm to the left. Option to extend the top leg. Beautiful little plane going overhead. Option to flex the bottom knee. Enjoy the stretch, reaching long out of the left hip socket. Gently release, bottom leg straight. Top leg extends toward the sky, little hamstring stretch. And then we'll flex both knees, place the left ankle above the right knee, either press away or hug the knee into the chest for supine pigeon. Just a moment there. And then we'll take our happy baby, either feet together or apart, holding behind the thighs, the calves, the ankles, the feet. Little stretch, a little rock of your happy baby. And then we'll bring the feet together, bring the knees together. Lift both legs up to the sky, bring the palms next to the hips. We'll flex the toes, point the feet, and turn the legs inwards, a slight internal rotation from the hip joint, and then slowly lower the legs down toward the mat, press the palms down. And we'll come to Shavasana. So you have an option to take a reclined butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, or extend the legs, fingertips naturally curling into the palms. Legs are heavy. Arms are heavy. Deep breaths. Take a few moments to simply be here on your mat. Breathing in and out through the nose. Release any tension from the belly, from the neck, and from the face. Stay in our Shavasana, just enjoying the posture, enjoying the softness in the body. Now notice the breath as it comes in through the nose and travels to the soft belly. The belly expands. Notice the subtle pause at the end of the inhale. And as we exhale, feel the breath travel up toward the collarbones. And notice the subtle pause at the end of the exhale. Equally long inhale and exhale. As we breathe slowly and deeply, feel the heart rate slow and feel the brain waves slow. So all of the rhythms within us slowing down, coming to calmness. Relax completely and deeply. And as you fall into relaxation, see within yourself a deep sense of peace and joy that has always been yours. Start to lengthen the breath and after the next exhale, bring the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug and either roll up or to the side and come to a comfortable seat. Or take the hands to the knees in a mudra of your choice. Feel the sitting bones connected to the mat and through the mat to the earth. So we are anchored. Feel the length of the spine from the tailbone through the crown of the head. So that we are lifted. And then feel the sense of unity. Soft belly, soft shoulders, soft face. Gently bring the hands to prayer at the heart center. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, bow forward with gratitude and humility. Namaste.